Hey Libra, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekly reading for February 13th through the 19th, 2023. This is for Libra. Libra, we are still slated to begin daily readings back over in April 3rd or maybe the 10th. We're still not quite sure about that. But either way, we are starting the countdown. So here we are, last shuffle for you. Let's see what's going on. All right, Libra, what we have is milestone and letting go. Now, if this is a milestone, then that means that you may be one of these Libras which I don't see Libra doing this. So if you are, Spirit's just letting you know that it's a milestone for you. Whatever this was, it must have meant a lot, okay, for it to be a milestone. You probably never thought you would be letting something like this go, or a person go, or something like that. It may have been something you were very loyal to. The milestone is that you are actually preserving your energy. You may have been giving it out a lot. With the World and Four of Pentacles, it could have even have been money. You could have been just giving money away to people, helping them. It could also be that you were not taking any time out for yourself. And this is a milestone now where you're just like, you know what, we may be friends, we may be lovers, we may be family, or whatever it is, right? Or even work. I may be giving my all to this job, but right now I think that it's time for me to take things to the next level. But of all this would be for yourself. And this also shows, I'm seeing a lot of this throughout this week. We're all being tested, okay? And so you have for milestone, we have Four of Pentacles, the World, the Wheel, and Five of Wands. Things are changing for you for the better, especially when it comes to your happiness and like spending more time putting energy back into yourself, saving, conserving. You may not be as generous as you used to be because they say Four of Pentacles is the miser. But if this is a milestone, that means that you were overly generous. Five of Wands means that it has been a struggle for you to say no. Okay, so the world would say that you don't even have a choice in the matter. It may have gotten to the point now where you are exhausted, or your resources may be depleting in some way. However it goes, whether it's financial, whether it's like just spending time with other people, doing things for other people, maybe you're down. And the funny thing is that I'm seeing here is that you may have not had enough to give in the first place, but you still were generous. With the Wheel, that means that things are changing for the better for you, which means that things were not even good for you even when you were doing this stuff. So, like, you may not have had enough for yourself, but you were still giving, which is a beautiful energy. So Spirit, it looks like Spirit is blessing you, but before they do, they have to test you one more time. Are you going to be self-aware? Are you going to conserve? Because if we're going to give you this huge blessing, we don't want you depleted, right? We're pulling a lot of strings here to make sure you have this. So are you going to give it away? Are you going to not use your discernment? Not that generosity is never a discernment issue. It's a beautiful aspect of a person's spirit. So in no way, shape, or form am I saying, oh, you're just being blah, blah, blah. You know, people always use that as a negative. Oh, you're a doormat or whatever. And it's not that. It's that your spirit is so beautiful, and woe to the people that take advantage of that. Woe to the people that don't put into or reciprocate that energy, because you're a blessing to others. When you're a blessing to others, you're always a blessing to yourself regardless. I just want to put that out there before this, sounds, nefarious or something like that. That's definitely not what I'm saying. Spirit is going to test you, though. Are you going to conserve your energy? Are you going to spend more time on you? Letting go with the Moon and Ten of Cups. This means that you may have tried to make it like, you may have been like, I'm happy doing this for so-and-so. I'm happy taking care of XYZ. In reality, with the Moon, that they're saying that you're letting go of trying to make yourself happy in a situation when you feel iffy about it. You feel funny about it. Like, you just feel like, this doesn't even feel right, but it also is right. I know it because this is who I am as a person. I'm a very generous, loving person, so it feels right in general. But it looks like you're trying to, like, pretend there's roses and it's a bed of thorns kind of thing. And Spirit is saying that you're letting that go, or that this is a milestone for you, a test. Will you stand true to your own true happiness? Will you spend time on yourself? Will you focus on what makes Libra happy? I had to get that out there because they're showing me a person who's just like, yeah, like a yes man or yes woman or something. And it's not that you're that type of a person and like, oh, airheaded or anything like that. It's the fact that you love people so much you do it for people. And it makes you happy to help people, it looks like. But they're telling you that, it's time for you. Whenever blessings are coming and you see the Five of Wands, that means that you're being tested because they don't want you to give it to the wrong people. All right, so taking steps with Nine of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, and the taking steps aspect is now working with your wishes or working on things only as they emotionally fulfill you, only working on those things. So this intention is, what do you want? They're asking you questions. Nine of Cups, what do you want to see happen? What do you actually want to work on? Right? And only working with people. And they're also bringing up things of in the nature of, who are you working with that works with you? Are you a good team? Are you two a good team together? Or are you the most valuable player and they're just sitting along for the ride? And so they want you to pay attention to this. Are you working alone when you deal with certain people? You need to take steps to only do things that are emotionally fulfilling. So by Thursday-ish, you may be kind of like looking at all of your not situations, but all the things that you're partaking in or participating in, and you may be trying to measure them against your truest wishes. What do you want to see happen, and is it actually in alignment with that? Okay, and then you go to Courage with the Nine of Swords and Temperance. So by the weekend, you have to have the courage to face your anxieties, okay? And make peace with those anxieties. Like you may feel anxious about letting people go. You may be worried about what would happen if you don't work with certain people, because you always do. And they always need your help. And you're always there. And then you stop. And it's like, well, this is something I'm used to. What are they going to do without me? They're going to be fine without you. Temperance says that people and things are going to be fine. That there's no need to panic or worry at all. Things are going to go well for them. Things are going to go well for you. Like they would have always been okay anyway. And so the Spirit is saying that anyway, like, don't worry about that. We'll work that out right now. Okay, so taking steps, you go back into that, and they're just showing that things will go well for you, especially because they're testing you. What do you want to see happen? Libra, you never focus on yourself. And they're saying, when are you going to focus on you, right? Because you can't pour from empty cups. So you have this Nine of Cups energy. They want you to focus on who is bringing the extra cup for you to have the full 10 cups. So that Eight of Pentacles is, you've mastered a bunch of things. Who's going to step in now and help, and that you could delegate things to, and you can depend on them to take care of everything or carry the torch? Who's bringing that extra cup to fulfill that set? Okay, so letting go with the 10 of Cups and the Moon, okay? So they want you to let go of things that just don't make you happy. Like if you feel uncomfortable, anxious, or when you're helping people, you find, I had $20, I gave them 15, I really needed that 10. I can barely put gas in my own car, but they're driving away happy. Spirit is like, listen, don't start being like, well, I'm happy at least that they're able to drive. No, they're talking about you need to be focused on filling yours, because you're the gift, you're the blessing, right? How are you going to help anyone else and you have nothing? So Spirit is really calling attention to this stuff, all right? So you could be dealing with a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Sagittarius. You don't have to be dealing with these signs at all, right? These are just being highlighted. They could be in your chart, all right, Libra? All right, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.